Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of our podcast. This is Luna speaking, and today we have a very special episode where we talk with Bix Weissberg, a comedian, ultimate frisbee player, and fellow Oberlin student. We get into some deep philosophical discussions and reference a lot of his tweets from the past years. I would like to apologize in advance for the amount of giggling in the first third of this episode. We were just super nervous because he's just so awesome. Enjoy the episode. All right, so shall we get started? On the podcast today, we have Bix Weissberg. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Bix?
Okay. Hello to viewers. My name is Bix. I'm 20 years old.
Born,
I was
4/15.
Yes, of course. As anyone would know. I was born on April 15, 2004 in Mount Sinai Hospital in New York.
Jamie and Jed.
Yes, those are my parents' names.
And I feel like I remember
Common
hearing
knowledge.
somewhere like his birthday was October 10th. That was like my favorite day.
Oh, my dad's birthday? Yes.
Let's go. What about Chat?
What about him? What about him?
Vanderbilt.
congrats.
Pretty big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a really big deal in the family. Everyone loves Chat. He's my brother.
The question that I've been asking everyone recently is like, what does November 15th, 1997
mean to you?
Do you know that's when your
What?
parents got married?
No, I didn't know that. But
Well, it's in the New
clearly
York
you know that.
Times, so public information.
Yeah.
Let's get into kind of general topics. You're a comedian,
Yes.
right? Can you talk a little bit, how did you get started?
It all started on Connect Cleveland,
Oh.
2022.
What was your first year seminar?
My first year seminar was pop, film, and fiction, exploring German pop. Yeah.
So, do you like Don't Stop Me Now by Queen?
No, I don't like that song. I can see you look through my Twitter and found that. That's awesome.
Damn it.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, that song. Is that funny?
I want to know what
This is my
compelled
life.
you to tweet that and how severe your feelings are towards that before we get back into comedy.
Okay. My feelings are, I feel pretty strongly in that regard.
What was the origin of you not liking the song?
The origin was that,
You didn't like it?
well, I didn't think anyone...
meaning, you're like, I don't know, backstory?
It's just like when you asked if we folks agreed, I felt like, I don't, not yet, but I want to know why.
Why I don't like it or why I tweeted that.
Well, I think the impetus is like, there's so much like amazing British gay rock of that era, and I guess
Queen wasn't confirmed gay.
there's so much great queer rock of that era, British rock of that era, and I just think like it's kind of universally loved. And so I guess like the way that I interpreted that tweet was like, I love that song, and so you're like, this is a pretty like well-loved song. Let me get in the heads of everyone out there, like.
Yep.
So let me just like
Really?
that
was not my thought.
That's how I close read it. So that was like
Okay.
that's how I interpreted it.
Well, because honestly, kind of, I don't know, something that you could be getting at here is that this song repeats the chorus.
Endlessly.
And some
Did I say that? Oh, I did say that. Oh, yeah. Yes, that's true.
Well, okay. Wait, guys,
That's
but
true.
Back to comedy.
Yeah,
guys.
sorry.
Back to Cleveland.
Wait,
Go on.
serious.
God, you have
Yes.
no chill, just like cheese. Cheese has no
Should we just
chill.
get all the tweets out one by one?
We will.
Or, okay.
We've got 2
Okay.
hours.
So you were in Connect Cleveland,
Yeah.
and
Hours.
you
2 hours.
you were in Connect Cleveland. What was going through your mind? Had you been to Cleveland before?
I'd never been to Cleveland before Connect Cleveland. And it was a good time. And I was talking with my friend Emma on the bus ride home.
And are you still friends?
No, I'm not friends with her.
If you want.
She just went to school in California.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, she transferred?
Ugh.
She transferred?
Yeah.
Is she not like Oberlin?
I don't know why she did. She just
Yeah.
So you're on this bus talking to Emma.
Yeah, I was on this bus talking to Emma, and she was like, "Hey, you're pretty funny. You should do comedy at this freshman variety showcase."
I remember
Thanks,
that.
it sounds like she was flirting with you. What are your thoughts on that?
I cannot ever pick up signals of flirting or anything like that.
Interesting.
And I couldn't tell you even
Or
to this day.
maybe she's like a talent scout for the freshman variety showcase. So
It's true.
Well,
they have plans, yeah. They always
I
I know someone who got canceled from it.
Really?
For Orientalism for 5 years ago. And the legacy lasted throughout his Oberlin experience.
Oh my God.
Yeah, apparently
Very
he told
Oberlin.
a story about this like woman that he was in love with, and he was talking all about like her ethnic identity and whatever. And then that was like his legacy, for all 4 years at Oberlin, which I think is crazy.
So
wow.
interesting.
What do you
So
think
you did
your
this variety
legacy would
showcase.
be?
What?
Well, I guess I just mean like I feel like you've made some jokes that have been, struck hard. What do you think your legacy would be? What do you think you would get canceled for?
What?
One of
What
my
kind of question is that?
one of my
What do you think you would
favorite-
get? What do you think you would get canceled for?
Sexism, probably.
Wait, guys, can we
Yeah.
stop there? Guys, stop the
Guys,
episode.
okay.
I'm really hungry. Can we get? I really like water crackers. Do you think I can find water? So
Okay, guys, we went through all the tweets in our first 5 minutes. They were supposed to last throughout the entire episode.
Bix, I think that what I love about your stand-up is that you started always by making fun of at least the 3 comics that have gone before you.
Yeah.
And that always gets me starting to laugh so hard. And last time you went up, you started the set by saying that you had just shat your pants. I want to know if you really shat your pants.
I did really shat my pants. Yeah.
Wow.
I was,
Wow.
quite honestly.
There-
Okay.
Wow.
Great.
Nothing else
Yeah.
to say there. Yeah.
I mean,
And what is
Wait,
like?
no, I want to hear the
you want
rest.
to hear?
Let him
Okay.
Wait, just a question to keep in mind.
Yeah.
What does like shitting your pants before doing stand-up comedy do to your your psyche going into the stand-up comedy experience?
I think it actually was kind of relieving.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To-
Just
yeah.
gotta get it all out.
Fuck is happening?
Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Would you ever do a colonic?
What's a colonic?
Alright.
A colonic is when they like scoop the shit.
Can we
It's like
stop
they get-
talking about
Uh,
food?
An enema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard of. Have you guys heard about the trend of putting coffee up your?
It's not a trend my grandma used to.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coffee and
Well, it's trending.
Oh, I
on
haven't
TikTok.
heard of
Guys, I
that.
think Bix was telling a story.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, about how you shot your pants.
Oh well, yeah. I was just gonna say it actually happened like an hour before I even went on.
You had time to shower and change, and
Did you? Shower
I didn't.
change?
you had time.
Well, I didn't have all that much time. I had time
Shower,
to change my underwear.
Well, let me ask you this: if you only had time to either shower or change, so you could either shower off the shit
And
and
then
then put
get
on
the-
the back, put
Put
on
on the
the
underwear.
or
Change,
just change that.
change,
Just change.
change.
I think that's a very rational and reasonable answer.
Mhm.
And building off of that, you're a philosophy major.
Yes.
You have to think about like rationality and like
Yeah.
reasonability and like your life.
Yeah.
Like one like
He TAs for philosophy.
so I know you TA for the philosophy principles
Fits,
class,
right?
Right.
Yes.
Every day, Bix and I are in this philosophy class together, aesthetics, and every day that Bix is late, the professor goes, "No, Bix, late again. He's in my philosophy. He's TAs for my other class. I can say that." Every single day she says that. So I want to know your thoughts on that, how you developed a relationship with her, just kind of like your experience in the Oberlin philosophy department in general.
You walk
Okay.
in late.
Yes.
You are just a walking paradox, aren't you?
What does that mean?
What the fuck? What do you mean?
No, you're not.
So, going back to my previous question.
Yes. Yes. Philosophy. I do it.
Philosophy.
Would you consider yourself a deep thinker?
No.
Where?
So
So,
So you asked me about Katherine Thompson-Jones and something.
I asked you a couple questions.
Yeah.
We still have to remember how we got into comedy.
Oh yeah.
This
This is our first episode.
I think it's going well.
Thousands.
I like it.
You do?
Yeah.
First of the new season.
When you see, like, I didn't expect just a typical podcast, and when I heard, because like I knew you were gonna do something creative with it, and I really like this Nardwuar premise.
Okay.
Nardwuarian.
Good.
Speaking of Nardwuar, should we get into the trivia about you?
Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Also, we're
The
philosophy and
trivia about me.
Yeah, let's do. And you were
Trivia
complimenting
about
us.
me.
You were
Yeah,
complimenting us.
sorry.
Come back to
Wait,
complimenting us and
You
then
said,
philosophy.
okay, Bix, you said creative. Have you seen our music video?
No.
Do you know Oberlin has a problem?
You
No.
haven't heard of it?
Should we take a
at
quick
all.
break to show you?
Maybe after.
Okay.
Sure.
I need to
Yeah.
calm down.
I
I
mean,
think we have to continue
I'll
this
show you
episode.
later.
Yeah, after.
Okay.
After.
okay.
I'm
All right,
surprised you
philosophy. Yeah.
So I was just gonna say, every morning you come to class, this whole like, oh, Bix is late again, he's my TA, whatever, the whole thing.
Yeah.
How did you develop this relationship with Katherine Thompson-Jones, and do you think you really like found your home in this philosophy?
Sorry.
I do want to hear about why you're into philosophy, and do you think it contributes to comedy? But first answer the philosophy question, because we still haven't gotten to that.
Okay.
And then
First,
back to
the
comedy.
first one. The way I developed my relationship with Professor Thompson-Jones is I took her Fitz class,
Mhm.
philosophy in the schools, and I loved it.
That sounds super
And-
special.
Yeah, it's a good time. And I was just messing around. We were like, became friends,
Mhm.
I guess.
And then you messed around?
No, not. Okay. And then I took, well, I didn't really talk to her for a while, but then
She
a
has
couple
serious
months
feelings?
ago, I was like, hey, are you doing Fitz again? Do you need any help?
Hmm.
Because I was like, you know what? I want to do, ideally I'd want to just do Fitz again, but I can't do it
Right.
twice. And I'm like, do you want any help? And she was like, yeah, you could be a TA.
Awesome.
Rest is history.
That class seems really cool. Do you think that your like part of your passion in philosophy comes from like a want to teach philosophy, or do you think can you see that in your future?
No.
No.
Well, you know, it's like, first I need to learn it.
Right.
But I also think that it's pretty cool, you know, going into the Oberlin schools in particular, because it's like, you know, I get a little slice of Oberlin life that's outside of the college.
Totally.
Yeah.
I took this class last year that was teaching Javanese gamelan in the schools, and it was
Oh.
very special.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work with all the young theater kids,
Oh sweet.
which is fun. But it's definitely like, after being in Oberlin, it's such a bubble of 18 to 22-year-olds.
And, like, one
so
type
it's like
of
great.
person.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's refreshing. I would definitely agree.
True.
Regarding philosophy, when you have philosophy papers due,
I already know you.
do you
You're gonna.
think you could rank your common deadline dates again in the same
the
way
same order.
that you tweeted? Because I want to know really if you are a walking parrot.
And then also every other answer, please also rank your favorite cold cut option.
All right, I didn't even remember the walking paradox one because I know you said that earlier.
I got you.
So
I can't name the dates.
But based on like not based on the tweet. And I think that
From
this
your
tweet,
heart.
yeah, from your heart. Maybe it's changed.
Because
Tell us
this,
from your
this
heart
tweet
your
was
favorite.
from 2023, December 23rd.
And you're just a wee little baby.
114 views, which is good. That's like all of Dasco.
Oh,
Yeah. One like.
oh shit.
Good job.
It's a poor ratio.
Right. So deadlines.
Oh my god, the screenshots.
Can I just make a quick note? Housekeeping. Let's try not to like bang on these tables. Like there's a lot of like, and I'm worried it's gonna show up in there. Okay, continue.
Okay.
Well, that was good.
Not appropriate.
So my dates, I go April 1st one.
Okay.
Then
Interesting.
May 7th.
Oh.
And then that's all I really got.
So I'm wondering what March 15th ever did to you.
Oh, March 15th?
Because I remember that was the top of your list. So I'm just wondering.
You double
was,
tweeted that.
was there ever like
Really?
a bad?
Yeah. You said
You started a thread.
you
Oh,
said a
shit.
solid March 15 deadline for assignments is wonderful.
And actually, what the other thing I find interesting is that it's 7 months before your parents' wedding anniversary date. So I'm just wondering.
Wow.
So I'm wondering if there's any correlation. Like,
Could it be that your
also
Yes.
parents got divorced?
No.
Okay.
What? Well, how would that even follow?
Well, you're a philosophy
Wait, are
major.
your
I'd love for
parents
you to hear.
divorced?
No.
And why is that in the Google document?
I was just, I don't know, in case his parents were divorced, I just wanted to leave room for.
Fair.
So-
yeah, it's just something for us to keep in mind.
Right.
Yes, I'm sorry. But
How are you liking things?
do you think that your dad being a painter and
No,
your
what do you
mom
think?
being editor-in-chief of Business Insider is something that keeps them together or kind of...
It draws them apart.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
But
Oh, your
editor,
father's a painter.
it's a big deal.
That's really
Editor-in-chief.
impressive. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. She just started that job.
Wow.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of her. She's.
Well, your father's a
She's
painter.
really
What is
cool.
he? Like, is he a general?
Oh well, no. He was in advertising for most of his life, but now he is like kind of semi-retired. And
Yeah.
He's paints. He just had his first art show.
Oh,
so-
cool.
Wow. Did
Yeah.
you go to it?
No, I didn't. It was in New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I heard
yeah.
he was a very
Well-
talented general manager. He had a passion for media and consumer business.
Oh yeah, you heard that?
Yeah, I heard.
Word on the
What are-
street,
wait,
right?
Yeah, wait, what have you ever heard what his strengths were?
Well, I know that he's trained as a puppeteer.
And wait. But I'm also wondering what his strengths were that like you would hear.
Well, I have to say, his entrepreneurial verb. Do you know what verb means?
No,
Yeah, maybe.
but I know he has it.
But I really do want to know more about his puppeteering because he's trained. He's a trained puppeteer. And I will note also that Jed
Okay.
Chet did go to the art opening.
Is it?
Yes.
Wait, how old is
I
your?
just
How
wanna
did you know that?
How old is your
was-
sibling?
What?
How old is Shat?
Oh, he's 23.
You graduated 2021?
Two.
My father's an artist. I'm not able to attend his shows because I'm in college, and it's like a sad feeling when you, especially when I see my sibling
Especially when,
Chet and
Chet
Mira
can-
go to my father's art
And
galleries.
Chet has a lot of stuff going on. He has a YouTube channel, 5 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He deserves more. He has some funny videos. You like his stuff, I
Do
think.
you think that if he had done the freshman variety showcase, then he would be like at a more elevated place with his comedy?
At Oberlin? He had done the
I'm
freshman
just saying,
variety.
I understand that it was a success story for you. So for like trying to put everyone like if someone, I'm just imagining being like a young comedian myself. I see the successful comedian, and I'm wondering like where could I really want to follow in his footsteps. So I should naturally apply to Oberlin. I get discovered by my good friend Emma, maybe like potential lover, and then maybe like go. Then I was like, if I want to follow in his footsteps, I would naturally join this freshman variety showcase.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is the question? Should Chet have done that?
Well, no, Chetty Wop should not.
Chetty Wop should not have done that.
I have a question.
Okay.
And wait, I have
That's
a question.
insane.
Who's Nate Weissberg?
Oh yeah, so that was Chet's childhood friend who happened to have the exact same
Oh.
no
way.
last name.
That's crazy.
He's
Can I
Chet's
state?
best friend
Can I be
of
next?
old. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Raise your hand.
We were just getting into it.
Sorry. I wanna kind of take things back to comedy and OB Stand-Up Comedy Coalition.
Yeah.
Did you have a hand in them getting kicked out of the Cat and the Cream?
I did not have a hand in that.
But were you performing on that day that they got kicked out of the Cat and the Cream?
I was not, no.
You were abroad.
I was abroad. Yeah.
Oh.
Where were you?
I was in Barcelona.
You want to
Barcelona.
pronounce it correctly for the...
Barcelona.
There we go.
Thank you.
What did you do in Barcelona?
Well, I was living with a Catalan family, so
Mm.
I would just
Do
kind
they
of.
have a sexy daughter?
That's my sister you're talking about. So, they have I'm gonna abstain from that one.
Why not just say no?
Well,
Well, he doesn't want to insult his sister.
yeah.
Wait, you have a sister?
Well, that was my family.
Oh,
So
I
not
think-
blood related.
I thought that you were saying.
No.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
So
Wait, what? Did you think that wait?
So let me explain B's thought process. You said you were going to live with this family, as in we interpret that as a homestay. Then you said
Yes.
your sister, and so we thought that you were going to stay with your family in Barcelona, because you said
Then
that's
why did
my
you ask
sister, and
no,
then
I didn't realize that until you said that's my sister. But is it sister like that's my sister, like sister from another mister,
Or as
is
you
it
got
like
so
that's your
close with
blood
this family.
sister?
But it's not my blood sister.
But you're just like best friends, sister wise.
you just feel very close to this family that you lived with.
Yes.
Hmm.
Like family.
Do you still keep in contact with them?
Huh?
That's
Do you
nice.
keep in contact with the daughter?
The sister. No, not directly.
Do you refer to her as your sister?
Yes.
What's her? How old is she?
24.
Okay.
That's
She also has a boyfriend.
That's what 8 years older than the legal age.
Can we get back to
In
the
Spain?
meat of the subject? What did you do in Barcelona? Like, what was your program?
Oh yeah. It wasn't anything special. It was just like a bunch of miscellaneous classes.
Mm.
What I did was I ate a lot of croissants, and I'd just go. Yeah, I'd go and explore around Europe, and
Awesome.
I ate some yummy stuff, and I spoke some Spanish, and
How was your Spanish before, and how was it after?
my Spanish before was very bad,
Mm.
and now
Muy,
my Spanish
muy.
is alright.
Par.
Muy, muy, ma.
Par. Where'd you get far
And
from?
Par.
how is it now? Say it en español.
Está bien.
Sí.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi, s'il vous plaît?
I don't know what that
Okay.
means.
I know that your last name Weissberg is like a traditionally Jewish name. Is your family Jewish?
Yes.
What do you identify as Jewish?
You can't put that online.
True. Cut that.
Okay, we'll keep going.
No
Next,
one
what are
will
your-
tell you. Your
Can
name
you
is pretty ambiguous.
Um,
can you rank your 5 favorite cold
Yeah,
cold
true.
cuts?
what?
Can you rank your 5 favorite cold candidates? If we're moving on from this like deeply personal question of your origin of your last name,
Are we counting pastrami?
I think you should interpret the question exactly how.
Okay.
It could be an honorable mention.
Also, speaking of your name.
Wait,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh. We can go back to my name. There's some
fun.
interesting
No.
stuff there.
yeah.
Oh. Well,
Let's
I
talk
was
about
just
me.
gonna say,
Yeah.
do you feel like Bix ever sounds a little bit like Dix?
Or box.
It does sound a lot like Dick's.
Have you ever gotten like made fun of?
Yes.
Where does your name come from?
It comes my first or last.
Both.
My first name comes from like a trumpet player in New Orleans.
Oh, that's
in
awesome.
Jazz.
Oh, that's so cool.
Jazz named Bix Spiderbeck.
Oh. Wait,
Um,
what about Chet? Where'd that come from?
Well, Chet Baker.
Chet, yeah. Chet Baker.
Oh, no way.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't think that until Beck. Yeah.
You know his real name was Leon?
Yeah, I did know that.
Is your real name Leon?
No.
Hmm.
But that's funny because my parents didn't even know that, so I guess I was named after a nickname.
That's funny.
If Bix was a nickname for something, what would you want your full name to be?
Leon.
I was thinking like stylus or something like that.
I think I go with Maxwell for Bix.
I was thinking about going with something.
Stylus.
Like the pen.
Do you think you'd have to be gay if your name was Stylus?
No, but it would be Well, it'd be like funny. I don't know.
So why
It'd
would it be funny?
To be.
Why would it be funny?
Well, it'd be funny
It's a funny name.
well, also Bix doesn't get stylist. Like,
Stylist.
oh, it's Bix,
Yeah.
short for stylist or whatever.
That is fair.
And
Well, he would be like, it's short for stylist, sweetie.
Oh, because he'd be a homosexual, right? Okay, so Weissberg.
Yeah. So, Weissberg.
Do people ever call you Weissberg lettuce?
That's funny.
No. But they call me W. Iceberg.
I feel like mine is so much better.
Yeah, true.
So
No one's ever called me that, though.
We're innovative here.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
It's okay.
What were we doing?
your last name.
Oh, yeah. Weissberg means white mountain in Yiddish.
Wow. You should start calling yourself the White Mountain.
White Mountain
The
stylist.
white mountain.
It's White Mountain style!
Okay, can we move on to a new
That would
topic?
be fun.
Are you guys okay with that?
Wait, maybe you should edit out me saying hunty because I don't know if that's a bad word.
No.
What
It's
is
not.
hunty?
Cunty.
Oh, hey.
It's like
Oh, yeah, I
hunty,
do that.
honey, cunty.
Yeah.
It's Yiddish for White Mountain.
I can't stop spit taking with only my spit. Okay.
Wait, did you have something? Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. You have a passion for ultimate frisbee. Is that correct?
That's true.
Are you currently on the team?
Yes, I am. Yes.
When did you start? Did you start in college?
No, I started when I was 9.
Oh, wow.
9.
In New York City?
No.
9. You just said no. I got to call it that.
That's funny.
When?
So you were playing when you were 9 in New York City?
No.
No. Where are you from originally?
That's where I'm from, but
But you weren't playing in New York City.
no. I was playing in New Hampshire where I went to camp.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
So what camp did you go to?
Camps Kenwood and Evergreen.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you're from New York City because I really get a New Jersey vibe from you.
Wait, the fake
Yeah.
tan. Well, I think the fake tan is the most
The fake tan?
Wait, that's like the number one.
funny.
And you walked in with your like fake Birkin as well, and then like and you had your little dog in your purse, and I said I don't think that dogs are allowed in the library, especially not one yapping over on the 3rd floor. So I think that's where I get most of the New Jersey vibe.
And you said no one talks down to White Mountain.
Right.
That's true. I
Right.
did say that.
Okay, frisbee. So,
Well, it's also, you work for the sport's premier publication, Yulty World.
Guilty.
oh man, I love ultimate frisbee.
Well, I thought I would say it the Jewish way.
Wait, what? As opposed to what is it called?
What's the Jewish way?
Ulti.
How is
Ulti
it
World.
Jewish?
What's the Jewish way?
Because I made it with a Y sound.
Is it a Jews and why?
Yes.
Ask this guy.
Excuse me?
Okay, let's keep going.
I like how he's propped up his computer on the TikToks.
Do you think I could have a Tic Tac?
Here you go.
Hey.
No, do you have anything to say?
Sure.
Oh,
Why?
Oh, what?
Why is... Wait, I'm sorry. Why? Are you just hanging out?
I'm just studying for my exam.
Okay.
We double booked the room.
Okay, sorry.
When you're in Oberlin in the winter and you want to be playing, ultimate frisbee in the sun, or like, are you ever like talking about the sun? And you're like, "Where's Ray? Where's Ray?" About the sunshine. Are you ever thinking that?
Where's Ray?
Where's Ray? Where's Ray?
What? What does that mean? No, I'm not like that.
Okay, follow-up question.
Who's Ray?
Speaking, can I explain?
Yeah.
Speaking of Ray Oppenheimer. Do you know that name? Okay, next
Never
topic.
mind.
Oh, it's Ray.
That sounds a little familiar.
Can we,
You
yeah,
can explain.
okay. Basically, last year, me and Sophie took this class called Couch.
Oh!
And with Ray Oppenheimer, and that's where I rock
wow.
on usually from, because you would come in and you would go, "Where's Ray? Where's Ray?"
And,
You'd be
and
like,
every day you'd come in, and
I don't
then
know.
there was one day where you'd be like, "Where's Ray?" And one day you didn't come in, we were like, "He found Ray."
Oh, you guys were in that class?
yeah. Wait, were you
Okay.
in the class?
What?
Were you in
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
The
realize you were
class?
in the class.
Yeah. Now I remember seeing you around. Yes.
Yeah.
Not
I probably asked you.
Not me.
No.
You
I
asked her-
finished the 10K.
Well,
You
I
finished
actually
the 10K?
didn't realize. Right.
Y'all
Well, I
failed
didn't,
the
I didn't
class.
realize how much you had said this until Luna one time pointed out, and then it was like, this guy.
I'm like, this guy
really
always
needs Ray.
comes in here and says, "Where's Ray?"
Like,
Yeah.
too big.
That's so funny that you were in that class.
And so now that like
Wow,
you're
Ray
thinking
Opp.
about.
Is he still around? I don't-
Yeah,
He's a G- he's
he
a
got
G.
promoted.
Oh,
So
good.
so sometimes like I am like playing ultimate frisbee in the winter, and I'm like, and I'm just reminded of this like amazing
Ultimate
class that I took
Yeah.
last year.
Did you like make progress in that class?
Oh, no. I think I went once.
Were you ever at the
Or
track
twice.
workouts?
I'm
No.
getting
Because
more.
the way that we interpreted, we thought that you were one of his track
Yeah.
students, and you were just always looking for him.
Like
Oh,
were-
you
yeah.
thought I was on the track team?
Genuinely, yeah.
we didn't realize that until this moment.
No, I never. I just completely forgot about it. Yeah,
Huh,
So,
Do you know what? I
you passed me.
just
though.
go.
Oh, nice. That's what
Yeah.
this was gonna ask you. That's great.
Well, I was thinking about things that we often forget, and I was realizing that I forgot my favorite type of pickle, and I was wondering if you had any recommendations.
I tweeted about some pickle that I didn't like, right?
You were very displeased with the pickle you ate.
You misspelled some
Oh.
words.
What?
A lot of pickles I ate.
And let me ask you another question regarding things, I guess. One time at the Feve, you were doing open mic, and you turned to a group of my friends sitting at the table, and you said, "You all look like you're in Harry Potter, especially you, motherfucker. You look like Dobby." And you pointed to my friend, and I'm wondering if you think that's fucked up, because he kind of does look like Dobby. So where you think the line is with making fun of people for things that actually are true, because he really does look like Dobby.
Where do I think the line is? I don't think I crossed the line that night.
He cried.
Because I called him Dobby.
No, because he finally got a sock.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember what he looked like, but he probably looked a lot like Dobby.
One time you said you hooked up with a girl and then realized it was a whale. I'm wondering what your intentions were behind that.
Hooking up with a whale?
Well, I think that
Oh,
I heard this right. He thought it was a dolphin, and then he found out it was like just like a really skinny whale.
No,
And it
I'm
was
pretty
like-
sure he thought he was hooking up with a woman, but it turned out that instead of this being just a very large woman, he was hooking up with a whale.
But what about the blue
I
color?
don't
How does that just
remember
really
that
account for the blue color?
Was it a joke on her size, or were you just drunk at the open mic?
are you sure I made that joke?
I'm sure. Do you want me to call a friend?
It's okay.
Okay.
I
Because the night before you had hooked up with my friend, and she was in the audience. And when you said that you realized you'd hooked up with a whale, she ran out crying.
none of this. I don't remember any of this now.
And that's the new segment, Bee's Mind Tricks, where I say one thing that's not false, and our guest has to guess what it was. You guess correctly. Time for trivia?
Let's let's do some questions. Okay, here, I'll start. Why did you choose Oberlin?
Speedrun.
I thought the music conservatory college thing was pretty cool, and my cousin went here and he liked it.
Is your cousin sexy?
No,
My next question.
Wait, I'm sorry. Back up. you couldn't answer if your sister was sexy, but you could give a straight
That's
up
a
no to your
clear
cousin.
boundary. There have been many like beautiful relationships that have blossomed out of cousin. I think that's like a very weird. I reject the question. Bix, my question for you.
No, I veto your rejection because I'm confused as to why you can't say. Why you can blatantly say that your cousin's not sexy. I have several sexy cousins.
Okay, my question for you. What year was Ultimate Frisbee created?
This is true.
Holy shit.
That's my question.
It's like 60 years ago, right? 1964?
Oh,
Whoa!
Close,
You got it. Okay. Where did your parents get married?
In Westchester? think.
More specific?
The first three initials are BBC, if that helps.
The first three initials of what?
Of the place they got married.
Oh,
British
The venue.
Columbia.
BBC? The first three initials?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, say it one more time, but stare into the camera.
What?
okay, wait.
The first three initials are BBC.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Braeburn Country Club.
Oh.
Okay.
Third trivia.
Would
I
you,
wouldn't have gotten that.
It's okay.
would you, okay, my question about that is like, would you ever get married in a country club, or would you rather get like, would you rather have like a more like chill,
Outdoor.
outdoor, indoor?
I would not get married in a country club.
Oh fuck.
Outdoor or indoors?
It's okay, we can make it work.
Outdoors.
Interesting.
Outdoors. Like
You
in a
can make it work.
What?
You're gonna plan my marriage.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Moving on.
Oh.
Okay.
I was like,
Wait, you really don't get signals. Just going back to the Emma thing,
No.
I was like percolating. I was
no,
like,
I don't.
Why Cheese Lobster 3?
For my Instagram.
Just in general.
I like the ring of it. I think it sounds funny. And
were there two other cheese lobsters?
there were? Oh, no, there weren't. Just thought I'd throw a number in there. Like,
Right.
what internet username is complete without a number?
Right.
I have a follow-up question. Why didn't you accept my follow requests from Luna King O'Brien?
I don't know. I
I have another follow-up question. What's your relationship to social media? Are you on it? Are you on
Yeah,
it?
yeah, I am. I try to use most of them as little as possible, but I spend a lot of time on YouTube. Yeah, I just browse YouTube.
What do you
And
watch on
then-
YouTube? Have you ever seen those like criminal psychology videos on YouTube?
So I can't actually talk about this. I'm on Kidnap Talk, where like all of my YouTube and Instagram reels are all videos of people talking about when they were kidnapped. And I actually can't talk about it right now because I couldn't sleep last night because all of my TikToks were making
Wait,
me
whenever I watch like some media that like disturbs me, I go on like and watch woodworking videos on YouTube, or I watch South
Well,
Park.
all of
and
them
it's
were
big.
put in wood cabinets.
Okay.
Yeah. South Park comes me on, especially like the COVID ones. Is like I'm fine after I watch Severance.
Do you?
Oh my god.
I watched it.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
it's really been freaking me out.
I know. I have to watch woodworking afterwards.
Do you tweeze your eyebrows?
Yes.
You're really good at it.
Thank you.
They look
Can
really
you turn?
good.
Can you turn? Wow.
How did you learn?
I was at the hair salon one day. Well, I was getting a nice haircut because it was
Getting a haircut, not just browsing.
getting a haircut because it was right before my bar mitzvah. So I was
Yes,
like,
Jew.
jeez. So I was like, what am I gonna do about this unibrow? And this guy was like,
My grandmother plucked my father's eyebrows for his bar mitzvah, and it like tore, like it was like very like traumatic for him.
oh
It was,
really?
like, well, like not actually, but he brings it up to her. He's like, you shouldn't have plucked my eyebrows at that time. Like it was like a big thing for him.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have wanted my mom to do it. First the barber was like, here, I'll show you how to do it.
Right.
And he got some tweezers, and then it's like, oh, this is pretty simple, just do it. Yeah.
It's
Wait.
addicting.
Really quickly,
It's
Bix?
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah, but I know. But when you once you start doing it, you can't stop. Like you can't. I don't know about you, but I like literally I can't have my eyebrows not tweezed.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I mean? Like if they're messy, I don't have a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start to get like a sense when it's like time, you know.
Yeah, to clean up. Yeah.
I'm gonna show a photo of your doppelganger to Luna while you just go like this, like smile. And we're gonna gauge by her reaction how much she believes your doppelgangers. Don't look at it, just look right at it.
Bix, who do you think that is?
Whoa.
Who do I think that it is?
Yeah.
Can I ask questions?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is it a celebrity?
Yeah.
Wait.
Hint, he was the president before two
Kind of a
presidents ago.
celebrity.
The president before who?
2 presidents ago.
What?
The president before 2 presidents ago?
Wait, smile.
No, the president before.
This is gonna go on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
screen. Okay.
That's crazy.
Bush?
Wait, no,
Did you say Butch?
Bush.
Wait, Noam said he's not a celebrity. I think he's.
No, I said he's kind of a celebrity.
Yeah.
He is.
Depends.
There's fan fiction about
What?
him.
Depends who you ask.
No, he's not.
It's not a
president.
president. He is famous. He became famous very recently.
Controversial.
For a controversial reason that did involve.
Luigi Mangione?
Yeah.
Have you gotten that?
No, I've never got
I don't see it.
I see it. When B held it up.
It's a compliment.
This is. Did you actually see the the photo I took for you? I sent you an email. You'll see
No.
it later.
That's the photo I
That's
took.
funny.
Well, I
Guys, before we wrap up this podcast, we're gonna do an episode of we're gonna do some karaoke, all 4 of us.
Okay.
we have so
other-
much more for this.
We have other questions.
We're almost done. Don't even worry.
Oh, what's the Ultimate Frisbee name again? The team name?
The Flying Horse Cast.
Do you guys haze?
Yes.
Really?
No.
That's good to hear.
Oh yeah, we keep it pretty light.
Do you want to be on the U.S.
Yes,
national
I do.
team though?
One day I do, yeah. It would be nice. Yeah.
Do you know about the Christian sect, the Shakers?
No.
They're the sect that like in the 70s they're like all about like pacifism and whatever,
Okay.
and they were like pretty I don't know, they had like a pretty big following in Cleveland, but part of their philosophy was like to be celibate. Maybe. I think that's what I know. And so their philosophy is to be celibate. So the religion is dead because none of them reproduce. So they have 2 people left. And I've been thinking about that recently. I'm like, I think that's like a very beautiful way for humanity to end. For like just like people to stop having children. Like if you had to think of like the best way for humanity to end, how would it be?
The best way for humanity to end? Okay. Maybe like if we all ate enough pizza to die. I mean, there's not a lot of good ways for humanity to end.
The sweetest thing I've ever heard.
That sounds like one of your tweets. Can you tweet that?
Is there enough pizza for everyone to die?
That sounds like one of those videos, you know, the animated videos, which is like, if you jumped into a vat of butter.
Oh my gosh, Zach defilmed.
Yeah.
What?
The Instagram reels where it's like, if you swallowed a scorpion and jumped it, blah, 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 this is what would happen. And then they draw like that, like a guy doing it. And it's very realistic.
Bix, if there was one part of like what would you say is the worst part of like your daily life right now?
The worst part of my daily
That's
life.
consistent.
Because we know the best part of your day is eating something tasty and smiling.
Okay.
That is the best part of
What's
my
the
day.
word? What's the worst
I
part?
don't even know how you know that, but...
It's the worst part of your
Makes a lot of
day.
sense.
What's the worst part of my day right now?
Right.
Any time I spend in Wilder.
Really?
So
It's
if
not
you
on
had
the
to-
4th floor.
Would you do the severance procedure in order to cut that out of your life? It's something.
Yes.
Really?
Do you not? Oh, follow-up question.
Do you think your Annie would have a soul? A soul separate
Yes.
from you? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A semi-related question. What's your favorite dining hall?
Stevie.
That makes
Stevenson.
that makes a lot of sense.
Why?
You seem like a person who would say Stevenson Dining Hall is my favorite place in the world. Like there are people who have said that, and like you're exactly like that type.
Because he gets a tasty treat and then smiles.
Well,
Exactly.
it's funny you bring that up because, I mean, I eat at Stevie like 2 to 3 times a day for since the semester started. And then today, my friend invited me to Lord Saunders, so I went. And then on the walk back, I felt like I cheated on Stevie, and I was like, and then I was like, Stevie isn't that good. But then I would be like,
But it's
no,
your home.
Stevie
It's
is
your
pretty
home
good.
base. Would you ever join a co-op?
Yeah.
Really?
Do you think you would next year?
No, because I'm hoping to live off campus if everything works out.
We can do dining only.
Oh yeah, I might do the brown bag co-op or something like
I
that.
was gonna do that too. You know what's funny is Brown Bag Co-op actually stands for BBC. Can you just say that into the camera? Brown Bag Co-op.
BBC
BBC.
Gotcha.
Tell
'Cause
us
I'm
about, we
16.
have a music video.
Yeah.
That we'd want you to watch.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna watch it. No.
I want you to take a gander. 14,000.
Oh shit.
And that's the end of the episode. Yes, he loved our music video, and we loved talking to him. Thank you for listening, and make sure to follow us on whatever listening platform you are on. Stay tuned for the next episode.